up, internet? My name is Nikki and today I will be doing my most... Seriously. So, by any chance, if you hear some jingling or rustling or my camera seems to move, it's because of my puppy. I got a new puppy. And she's a little vocal and really energetic, so I'm really sorry if you hear that. So this little turd burglar will be behind all the jingling. Nice. Look, say hi. Say hi, Lala. How are you? She's just a puppy. She's so soft. I might actually do a video about her later on. Okay, we're done. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Come on.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Hey, what's up, internet? My name is Nikki and today I will be doing my most anticipated fall premiere. So I like watching movies, I like binging series and all that kind of jazz, so I decided to do a little bit of my top 10, top 5 most anticipated things I cannot wait for during this fall time. So let's get into it. My top 10 most anticipated movies for fall, number 10 is a tie between Rings and the Blair Witch. So I put this on my list strictly because it is fall time, and during fall time I like to watch horror movies, and these kind of seem like a really good choice to put on my list. But it's kind of iffy on my part because I'm not quite sure how I feel about it, because I've been told that they are not remakes but they just are a continuation of these movies, but I'm not quite sure how I feel about it just yet until they come out. Can you hear her? So number 9 is Lion, and I'm quite excited to watch this movie because I've actually read the story of this, and it's based on a true story. It's about a 5-year-old Indian boy who ends up getting lost and eventually gets adopted by this Australian family. 25 years later, he decides that he wants to search for his family by using Google Maps and looking through India to see if anything jogs his memory, because he remembers certain things, but of course he was so young he didn't actually know where he was. So I'm kind of excited to see that movie. Number 8 is The Magnificent Seven. It's a western. I'm quite excited about this. It's about 7 gunslingers in the Old West who come together to protect a poor village from basically evil dudes who are trying to take over this little tiny town. It kind of got my attention by the trailer. Go check it out. I leave all of the information in the description below. Number 7 is The Edge of 17. The only reason I put this on my list is because I saw the trailer for it and I thought it was epically hilarious. So anyways, the story revolves around this young girl who's in high school, and she doesn't have that many friends and she doesn't actually like to socialize a lot. That kind of gets really bad when her best friend ends up dating her brother, and it just seems like it's gonna be a really quirky and funny movie, and I can't wait for it to come out. Number 6 is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I don't think I have to really talk that much about what this is. It's based on a book and it's a Tim Burton film, and I can't wait to see how he does this. Number 5 is Bridget Jones' Baby, and I love Bridget Jones. I've loved it ever since Bridget Jones' Diaries. I think most people enjoy these, especially if you're a chick. It's a chick flick, obviously, and I cannot wait. I've been hearing so many rumors about this third movie, but this is finally it's here, so I'm quite excited. So obviously by the title is that Bridget Jones ends up getting pregnant and she doesn't know who the dad is, so the whole movie goes between who she wants to be the baby daddy, basically. Number 4 is The Light Between the Oceans, and this is also based on a book which I haven't read but I would like to read it, and it's about a lighthouse keeper and his wife. They end up rescuing a baby who washes up from the shore, and they end up taking care of it, and it just kind of goes from there of what ends up happening. Number 3 is Doctor Strange, and I cannot wait because Benedict Cumberbatch is in this, and I just can't wait to watch it. Number 2 is Girl on a Train, and I cannot wait until this movie comes out because it's based on a book and I've actually read it and I really enjoyed the book, and I can't wait to see how this turns out. And basically it's about a divorcee who constantly rides this train, and she kind of spies on these people. She makes up lies for them and she kind of gets obsessed with them, and then one day one of the people that she's obsessed with ends up going missing, and the police think that she had something to do with it, and it kind of just goes from there. My most anticipated movie for fall is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Do I have to say any more? Because basically it just brings back the Harry Potter world, and I cannot wait to watch this movie, and the name says it all what it's about. So next is my top 5 most anticipated animes for fall. So number 5 is Occultic. 9, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not quite sure. And this got me by the synopsis of it, and basically what it's a paranormal science anime, and it revolves around nine people, and they're all tied by this website, and it turns kind of wonky because apparently something ends up happening and all common sense and everything they know kind of just flies out the window, and it's up to these 9 people to figure out what is going on, basically the story of it. And it kind of intrigued me because I'm like, what does it mean that common sense kind of goes out the window? Like, do they go to an alternate universe, or does something come to our world? And I just, what's gonna happen? Number 4 is Poco's Undo World, and so this kind of got me because it seemed really cute, and I saw like a little picture of it, and basically the story revolves around this young man who comes home to visit a town called Udon. While he's there visiting, he ends up meeting this little boy, and he ends up finding a secret about this little boy, and he decides that he is gonna quit everything from the big city and come back home to take care of this little kid, and the story between them of how this little boy changes his life for the better. It sounds really innocent and really sweet, and I can't wait to watch it. Number 3 is Trickster, and this is a detective genre of anime, and the reason it caught my attention is because there's 2 characters. One character cannot die, he's like immortal or something, and his only wish is to, well, essentially die, and he asks this dude to kill him, and he kind of refuses to kill him because he's kind of fascinated with him, and the story kind of goes with that, and they end up teaming together to find out this super bad person who is running amok in their town. And that's basically what I got from the synopsis. I'm not quite sure, but it caught my eye when the guy says his biggest wish is to die, so I kind of wanted to see how that goes. Number 2 is Yuri on Ice, and I'm quite excited about this. It's because it's a sports anime about male figure skating, and I don't know why, but when I saw that I thought it was the most hilarious thing ever, and I wanted to see it personally because I actually do like ice skating. I've loved any movie that revolved ice skating, from either hockey to just regular talent ice skating, and to that really goofy movie with Will Ferrell in it where he's like a male ice skater and he has to partner up with another male ice skater. Ever since watching these movies, I like anything with ice skating, and well, like I said, it kind of caught my attention, so I kind of want to see it. And I don't think it's gonna be as funny as the Will Ferrell movie, but so far I'm getting into sports anime. So, and my number 1 most anticipated anime for fall is Kiss Him Not Me. Okay, so to be honest, the title of it caught me off guard, and I'm like, what is that? So I clicked on it, and it's basically about the story of this young teenage girl who has this obsession with BL novels, and she likes shipping boys with boys, and she's really obsessed. She's like a big fangirl of all this, until one day one of her anime characters that she was obsessed with ends up dying, and during this whole stressful time for her, she ends up losing a lot of weight, and she ends up becoming, well, attractive. So what ends up happening after she ends up losing this weight and becoming attractive is that 4 of the most attractive guys in her high school ends up asking her out. And the thing about it that caught me, and I was like, I really want to see this, is because she doesn't care. She is not interested of going out with anyone. She's more interested if these 4 boys end up dating each other. And I don't know why I thought that was hilarious, but I kind of want to see how that turns out. I cannot wait for this anime to come out. I'm really excited for that because I kind of want to see how this turns out, because I know it's going to be hilarious, because from fictional to reality, it never actually turns out the way you think it will, so I can't wait to see how this turns out. So my top 5 most anticipated new TV series are: number 5, The Exorcist. So I put this on here once again because it is fall, and I feel like I should watch something a little spooky during the time of fall, and this seemed a little spooky. I'm kind of hesitant to actually see the series is because I am terrified of the movie that's based on the 1973 movie, and I don't know how closely related it is to the movie, but from what I've seen from the synopsis, it is kind of like a continuation of what happened with the movie until now. So I kind of want to see if I will be okay with it. I doubt it because I am a big chicken when it comes to anything that revolves around possession and demons and demonic forces like that. I can do slasher movies. I just cannot do anything that I cannot physically hurt with my hand. So yeah. So number 4 is a new comedy TV show, and that is Speechless, and basically about a family who has a special needs child who cannot actually talk and uses a computer to talk, and so they decide that maybe it was time to give him a voice, and they end up having a help aid to basically talk for him. Number 3, Timeless, was produced by Eric Kripke, who actually created Supernatural, and I kind of want to watch this because It's kind of like a time travel TV show, and basically what ends up happening is the government is building this time traveler to go back in time, and some really bad dude ends up hijacking this experiment and going back in time to change everything, and so they end up sending 3 scientists to go after him and to stop him from rewriting history. Number 2 is The Crown, which is a Netflix original, and I can't wait to see this because it is about Queen Elizabeth II, and this revolves what happens around the time before she becomes queen and just what her life was when she was around 25 years old. And the bonus thing about this is I wouldn't have actually known about this TV series if it wasn't for that I actually saw Matt Smith. He is actually in this and he plays Queen Elizabeth's husband in the TV series. So I can't wait to see what it does. I'm so binge watching this when it comes out on Netflix. My number 1 most anticipated new TV series for fall is Westworld, and I'm quite excited to see this because this TV series is based off a 1923 Western movie, and I saw this Western movie and I really enjoyed it while I was watching it with my dad, and so they're bringing it back to now, and basically the story is about a futuristic theme park that is populated with artificial beings. Next is my top 5 return TV series. Number 5 is The Big Bang Theory. I don't think I really have to explain about that. It's basically about a bunch of nerds and just their daily activities, sort of, I guess, and all the shenanigans they get into. Number 4 is Grey's Anatomy, and it's the beginning of season 13, and I can't wait. Last season it ended with a big cliffhanger, and I'm dying to know what actually ended up happening, and so yeah. Number 3 is American Horror Story, and I still don't know what season 6 is gonna be, but I can't wait because so far the only one that I didn't like was the carnival one, and I've liked all of them so far, so maybe I'll like this one too, who knows. Number 2 is Supernatural, and I can't wait for season 12 and to figure out if that person that we met in the last season is actually a good person or a bad person, and what happened to Sam, like seriously what happened, and I can't wait. And this would have been my number 1, but there's something else that I'm anticipating more. And my number 1 most anticipated TV show this fall is The Walking Dead. And the main reason this is the most anticipated show for me is because of who did Negan kill. Like, who was it? Because I know who he killed in the comic book series, but it's like killing me to actually find out who it is in the TV series. So if you don't want to be spoiled yet, I will put like a time thingy right here so you could just skip to it right there without being spoiled of who he ends up killing in the TV series. I'll just talk about who I think he's gonna end up killing, and so yeah. So if you're still watching, then you want to be spoiled, so that's cool, so do not get mad at me if you do get spoiled. So the person he ends up killing in the comic books is Glenn, but my theory is that in the TV show they might actually kill off Abraham, and the only reason I say they're gonna kill off Abraham is because that scene while they're on the railroad tracks and I can't remember her name, gets the arrow through the head. That was actually supposed to be Abraham. That's how he dies in the comic book series, so I assume they're gonna do that. They're gonna kill him with Glenn, but then again, they might actually kill off Glenn, but I doubt it because, well, he's extremely loved, okay? You cannot kill him off. I don't know. Can't wait to see. So that is it for my most anticipated premieres of fall. I cannot wait to see these movies slash TV shows slash anime. So tell me, what is your most anticipated things for fall from either books, music, or whatever? Please tell me. I really would like to know. And so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. If not, that's cool. I try to upload Monday, Wednesdays, or Fridays. And yeah, I'll catch you later. Wha-bam!